Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome to your daily read. This is for Wednesday, November 16th, 2022. I do want to remind you, per usual, this is general for the day for all 12 signs. So simply take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Don't forget to hit that like button, leave me a comment, subscribe. You know the deal. I hope you don't mind that I'm utilizing this bird's eye view perspective for this specific reading, but it's happening for a reason. So we're going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle deck for the beginning of this reading. And I did begin the full reading previous to this attempt, and I received this specific card as the overall energy, overall focus. And I felt it was quite relevant, so I'm not going to do shuffling again. I'm just going to flip it on over and show you what we got, okay? So you're just going to have to trust that it plopped out. We got the Peacock Spirit, and it talks about letting it shine, okay? The overall vibe in the first attempt for the reading was confidence, okay? The word confident just kept coming out, okay? In pretty much almost every message that was being conveyed for this daily read. And so it's a day where, in comparison to Tuesday and Monday, if you were to rewind back and watch those daily reads where there's a bit of heavy energy, focus on what's not working for you, focus on acquiring what is more so meant for us individually, there is a refreshing feeling about the energy in the air, about how you're feeling in what you're producing, developing, wrapping oneself up in, accomplishing. And I think it has a lot to do with your self-care, your confidence in having what it takes to do what you're doing and what you plan to do in the upcoming days, weeks, months, you name it. And I did also get the message of a bit of confidence in regards to a decision you made recently, okay, a choice. Even if there are slight moments of wondering how things are going to unravel, okay, or even thinking about how someone close to you or multiple people are going to feel about that decision. At the end of the day, it is your life. But so it's a day to show off a bit, okay? We're actually gonna keep this in the center and just do some tarot around. But yeah, it's a day where you are feeling quite good about oneself. And we also got the King of Swords from a completely different deck in the first attempt, speaking upon how people are viewing you as a very knowledgeable soul, all right? But it's like, even though you're feeling confident, right, you're feeling good, enhancing one's glow throughout the day, if you look at this glowing imagery, now I'm getting there's a focus on your loyal, caring, compassionate heart, okay, regardless of what placements you have in your individual chart. But it's as if you are expecting the worst, say it's in a living situation, in a relationship, at work, you name it, okay? When it comes to your finances, maybe. It could be more than one thing, but I believe there is a bit of a focus carrying over from the previous days in regards to where you individually are expecting the worst the most, okay? In your life in general. And there's a push to regain that strength to just power through, okay, to even adjust your perspective, as they're showing me the Hanged Man, to see what's at hand in a positive light, even if not all of which is, okay. There are benefits if you take a look at it from that point of view, or there are some positives to be acknowledged or to remember. I am kind of struggling to speak this morning, bear with me. So what do we have from the Light Seers deck to continue? The Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. Yeah, good vibes. Okay, good vibes. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse and the World card in reverse. Interesting. I'm hearing a bit of a stubborn vibe. It could be someone else around you. It could be you. But it feels like you're being pushed to fall back into what makes you feel happy throughout this day. That's absolutely the most essential way for you to proceed as you make your way through this specific day. Because I do feel like Spirit's saying, well, yeah, you've been through it recently, or you've had your moments of emotion or struggles or energies affected you to the furthest extent, right? And in going through that process of remembering or realizing what's not meant for you. But now it's time to step into the sunlight, right? whether it's more so representing the spotlight for you individually and showing off a bit, or it's more so, or it's more so you gaining some actual sunlight, okay, some healthy attention from the sun, okay, from Mother Nature, because I do feel like there's a vibe about you where you sort of lost that spark in your step, interesting wording, that pep in your step, and so we got to get it back, okay? Time to enjoy yourself once again and just go with the flow all the meanwhile. But look at this. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. For whatever reason, I'm feeling these cards just go hand in hand. The coloring, but just the vibe about it where it's in a confident way. You're reaching for more. You're reaching for independence, reaching for business or career success, and just knowing pretty damn well, even if it's not 100%, as to what is meant for you moving forward when it comes to your money and career. And Spirit saying, if you don't fully have it figured out, you'll figure it out, okay? But it's this day where you're being pushed to recognize that you deserve the attention you're receiving. It feels as if you choose to put yourself out there on social media or step out and strut your stuff in one way, shape, or form, regardless of what you're out and about accomplishing. And people are noticing you. People are seeing you as somebody who's reaching for the ultimate fulfillment and happiness, even if it means, like we've been speaking upon in the previous days, leaving what isn't meant for you behind. Okay, making room, cutting out what isn't right for you, so Spirit can say, okay, well, this was actually a wish that you communicated to the universe. We're winding back if you actually take a hot second. That happened to me yesterday. But anyways, I just feel like it's a day where you feel the inclination to sort of speed through with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We're going to leave it right there. But I just feel like as well, you're seeing something rapidly increase. Beautiful, okay? Whatever that is for you, whether it's an online business, online platform in general, it could be in regards to seeing your savings increase, but it feels more something to do with numbers. You're seeing it start to pick up pace in regards to the progression, the growth, and that is beautiful. It's well-deserved, and for some, it's a long time coming. But it's this vibe where you sort of want to get a lot done. You want to sort of feel busy, bounce around. You may feel as if part of your body or just, you just might feel as if your physical structure, your body is slowing you down a little bit from time to time, or just in general. But you will kind of want to, for whatever reason, bounce around and get things done, okay? It's that confident vibe where you're feeling good about what's progressing, growing, and the changes that are taking place in your life, where it starts to remotivate you to just do what you got to do and do it well and stay consistently busy, but find a balance in it all, okay? But there's a change in the air that's about to come to be in the upcoming days or upcoming weeks for you individually, but hasn't come to be, okay? This is the card where they gave me sort of a bit of a stubborn vibe. It may, a bit of a Queen of Swords in reverse sort of vibe as well, where you're being reminded that when something's not meant to end right away and it's not the healthiest, there's always a chance to learn, to grow, to prosper in the midst of which, okay? And that will even prepare you for what lies ahead in a positive manner. But Spirit's saying we're going to continuously remind you of what's not meant for you, and have that take a highlight so that you can more so embrace and make the best out of what is meant for you when the time comes, okay? Or even throughout this day in general. For some of which you might get a slight highlight in your memory, in your mind, in regards to a past situation that was worse than where you're at, to keep things in a positive sort of perspective in view. But we have the Judgment card. So it's a day where you're being pushed to be honest, okay, with oneself. I know you really can't see it, but this is where it's going. Let's just put it on up a little bit. Honesty, my friend, okay? Releasing that old version of oneself step by step, day by day. And it's a day where you're showing people through what you produce and develop, throw out there into the universe, conversations you have, even through moments of silence, I want to say, holding back from responding. You're showing people what you're releasing or preparing to, just how you're changing, okay? There's a need to be 1000% honest with oneself What do you desire moving forward? We have seen evidence recently, and even more so moving forward, in regards to when you truly make a wish, when you desire something, send that intention out to the universe, intentionally or unintentionally. It's going to start to come to be in your external reality, excuse me. So let's tread carefully and confidently when it comes to our desires. All right. Who do we want? What do we want? All right. It may be a day where you're pushed to fully solidify or begin that process in one's mind, heart, and soul, so we can start to see our life improve step by step, day by day, wish by wish. Okay. Let's pull two more cards for the outside. But yeah, it's a day that reminds you completion, the releasing of what isn't meant for you, even if it feels a bit uncertain in the moment. Makes room once again, okay? Allows for the universe or just spirit to bring on in, excuse me, what is meant for you. Don't be surprised if you struggle to speak a little bit throughout this day. We are not taking that. But I just feel as if you still very much succeed. The King of Pentacles. So with the Nine of Swords coming out, even though I'm not taking it, there are certain levels of stress that you're reminded of from the previous days. Spirit saying if you were to continue with the situation, whether it was work or whatever the case may be for you, that you decided to not proceed with or continue with, you would have been so stressed, okay? It wouldn't have added to the overall health of your situation. But again, the King of Pentacles talking about manifesting, okay? Wishes coming to be left and right because you have what it takes, because Spirit's backing you up, and because you just have that ability at this point along your path. And so regardless of what's changing and not changing at this point, right, as things will start to loosen up and change more so for you moving forward, you're being reminded of how much you're physically and on a soul level developing at this time, okay? And that's why it's feeling difficult to stick with or begin what just doesn't feel right for you at this point, okay? To not settle for anything less than your 10 of Cups, however that works for you. And I feel as if it's more of a highlight in regards to one area of your life, it as well reminds you, teaches you an important lesson in regards to another area of your life, okay? So it's a day where things are starting to develop and change, or continue to do so in the way they're meant to, as you again need to be completely honest with oneself and the universe. What do you truly want? All right? So I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time.